The newest from the October Accord, their EP, is Cheap Shot of the Year. Here is the single off of that EP. Then when we come back, before we wrap things up with Blindside Thunder, I will ask them about their newest release, which is 100 Proof. Rhode Island Free Radio, we are live and local on this 4th of July Eve. Tony Jones here, bringing you into the October Accord. Shot, the name of that one, the signature track, that is, off of the new October Accord EP, Cheap Shot of the Year. My name is Tony Jones. We are live and local. You are listening to Rhode Island Free Radio online at rifreeradio.org. Check in with me on Twitter, as some folks have been doing, at Tony Jones in RI. Of course, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, Facebook.com/RI Free Radio. And, of course, you always want to check out rifreeradio.org for all your alternative media needs. We have The Haunted Cabaret. We have shows like Chuckles Crypt. We have blogs talking about how marijuana should be legalized. I mean, from blogs about how marijuana should be legalized, we're talking about the pension issue. And then we have George Garner talking about Godzilla. So it's like one-stop shopping for all of your alternative media needs. With me, co-hosting with me, is DJ Psycho Eddie from My Night Out Radio and MyNightOutRI.com.
Also, don't forget, if you want to get onto My Night Out Radio, hit me up on email, mynightoutradio@verizon.net. Check out our website, My Night Out RI. Hit us up on Facebook, My Night Out Radio and My Night Out RI.
And incidentally, a band in just a few weeks coming through on the Tony Jones Show and My Night Out Radio, a band I feel that has been playing, and I mean this as with much respect, forever, Senior Discount. They're going to be coming through in a few weeks' time. They'll be hanging out on the Tony Jones Show, then they'll be hanging out with you guys.
That will be on the 19th.
That's going to be a blast. Those are some good cats right there, and I mean, it's like they've been playing forever. And we are our studio guests since the top of the hour. Unfortunately, we're going to wrap things up with Blindside Thunder, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask them about the newest release, 100 Proof.
100 proof, man. Straight ahead, plug and play, rock and roll. I'll tell you, it's a little bit more oomph, a little more junk in the trunk than we've done before. And I tell you what, it's been very well received. And like I said, we spoke earlier. Outside, we're just killing it. And on Tuesday, we are playing locally at DV8,
which is
Westminster Street.
Which is the old what? I mean, this is Rhode Island. You got to tell me what it used to be.
What it used to be.
Okay.
Used to be Remy's.
It used to be Remy's. It was the 201 for a while. It was Remy's. My buddy Alan just ran it into the ground. So now, it's a funny story about Remy's is I was doing some stuff there when Alan owned it, and so I said, well, we got to talk about whatever it was, and when can I meet you here? And he points to the couch and he says, you see that couch? I'm living here now, so we can meet anytime.
I tell you, as far as 100 Proof and Blindside Thunder, we're kicking off everything on Tuesday. We are booked for the rest of the summer. Like I said, our last show is in Philadelphia. Can't wait, October 17th. But we're bringing the old time, straight ahead, rock and roll with a little modern feel to it, back to the people. Operation Ground and Pound. That's how we like to call it. Check us out on our website at blindsidethunder.com. Obviously, Facebook. We have Twitter. Everything's out there for everybody who wants to get in contact with the band. You want to download stuff, that's great. We've got all kinds of videos up. We've got everything on iTunes, Spotify, anything you want to do with Blindside Thunder, it's right there. We love to support. We have to shout out to Bobby, the Iceman, who's going to be out there on Tuesday night supporting. It's been a long-time supporter, Bob. And too bad Bobby had to leave to go to country music. But that's okay, Bob.
Proof positive that hard work can get things done in Rhode Island. So everybody who's in Rhode Island working hard, keep kicking ass.
Everybody in this room is kind of an example of that.
Yeah, I know. It's great. I mean, I want to personally thank Tony Jones and your association and your radio station for promoting us and putting us out as a nominee for the New England Music Awards. I want to say that just from the band. We thank you very much because we know you were behind it.
When we get those nomination forms through here, I think unlike other media outlets, we take that seriously. We try to really go through and not just put down our buddies and ourselves. We try to go through and we take pride in being able to be on the other side of that nomination process. I've been on both sides of that process, and I've never won on the other side of the process. So I guess that's probably why I really think about who are we going to nominate as Rhode Island Free Radio.
Well, I just wanted to point out how everything is cyclical. We started off at the top of the show talking about the Cougar Hunter and how he was talking about we were going wherever. Well, seeing that no one else from RI Free Radio has seen these nomination forms.
No, that's not true.
No?
I put out a message. I asked everybody to nominate, and nobody could be freaking bothered to respond. So I don't want to hear about it.
See, that's that infighting in the Rhode Island music scene again.
You lazy pricks.
Hey, it's a tough animal out there having your own band, and I don't care if you're punk, grindcore, hardcore, whatever, straight ahead rock and roll like we are. It's a tough uphill battle, and everybody needs to put this stuff behind them and move forward and support everybody, because everybody's out there trying to do something. You may not like the music or you may not enjoy the style, but everybody's trying to do exactly the same thing that the other group is trying to do. And you know what? Radio Free Rhode Island and DJ Psycho 8, I want to thank you very much for everything you guys are doing for us in helping trying to promote Blindside Thunder as a group and actually promoting all the bands and bringing to light some of the things that need to be addressed in the local music scene so that Providence and the Rhode Island and New England scene can be taken seriously, because there's a lot of great artists out there. We've met them. We've been on the road. We've seen the people that come out of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. We've played with them. We know what's out there. We know the caliber of talent. Keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully everybody will support everybody else sooner or later.
Now, I've been struggling with this question throughout the whole hour, and I think I got to ask it. You guys fly a certain rebel flag in your promotional material. It's on the cover of the CD. There's much ado about said flag. I mean, it's not like you can go out to all the stores and rip up all your promotional material and jump on the bandwagon and trash all the CDs. What's your take on that?
Can I?
Who would like to address this question?
I don't know. I mean, if you want to be honest, I'll tell you honestly.
We want to throw somebody under the bus?
No, I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll be totally honest with you. I mean, me and Mike here, we were in the Marine Corps for 9+ years. And I think that we've defended everything that this country stands for, and we've been in some pretty hot spots, bro.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. We've been in some.
That seems like that may be an understatement.
We've been in some pretty hot spots, and I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, if the symbol that everybody's talking about offends you, then why aren't we more offended when other countries burn our flag?
Or, as we saw in New York this past weekend, our own citizens in Central Park burning our own flag.
I think when
That's
you look,
disgusting.
if you look at the big picture, you know, we live in a free society where you can do and say whatever you think, but when it comes to the national ensign, that is the American flag, and you want to disgrace it or you want to tarnish it, I really don't have a lot of room for that. If something offends you, turn it off. I believe in free speech, just like I think everybody in the band does. We're not out to hurt anybody. We're not out to make any claims of supporting what took place in 1861, 62, 63, and 64, and 65.
I mean, we're all pretty old, but I don't think any of us were there.
No. I tell you what, I think that Human Race is probably the best song that we have that reflects our thoughts on this. Human Race is a song that we wrote that we want to bring everybody together. It doesn't matter about race, creed, color, sex, sexual orientation. I don't really care.
Wait.
If you're out there to have a good wait, only in Michigan. Only in Michigan is that against the law to discriminate against weight. So, therefore, I will say this. We are a bunch of fun guys having a good time, rebelling against whatever we want to rebel against, whether it's the way beer is bottled or whatever the case may be. But we're only out to have a good time. And if it means that people are offended by some of the logos we use, we are not going to stand here and make excuses as to defending it every time we go out there, but we're going to say this. Unfortunately, things happen. We can't address individuals' actions and be condoning of people taking other people's lives for the sake of just being complete idiots.
And especially in our neck of the woods, we have people that are offended by just about everything.
And you know what? And that's unfortunate because sometimes you got to grow a little thick skin, and not everything in this world is built around any one individual. It was an eclectic group that came over here that started this country. We support that. We've defended it. Yes, we have. And we make no bones about it. Everybody is given inalienable rights. And unfortunately, our Constitution says that these are the things that we support and defend on a daily basis. And I can only say this. If you really don't like it and it really pisses you off that bad, there's no chains on the door, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say.
So before we get out of here, July 7th is the next show, but remind everybody one more time how they... Now, just from personal experience, promoting tonight's events, if you go to YouTube and type in Blindside Thunder, there is some great content that comes in there. But remind everybody as we wrap things up how they get a hold of you.
You can check us out on blindsidethunder.com. You can get us on Facebook. If you're on the website, you can go over to contact. You can send anybody in the band email. You can talk to Danny. You can talk to our management. Anything you want to talk about, you can become a member of our YouTube channel, Spotify. Everything is out there, iTunes. Everything's there for anybody who wants to be a supporter. We have the
You guys
BST.
are Googleable.
We are really
we
Google.
command the top 12
Dude, I think
pages of
we
Google.
have 12 pages of
pretty
Google,
proud of it.
and there is one Johnny Wild after midnight. We won't talk about that one. That would be for anybody over the age of 18. You have to hit. You have to hit. I agree.
Only area on the website. And it's a pretty pricey video.
Adults only. Thank you guys again.
Kickstand,
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Tony,
How about a
Eddie,
round of
thank you
applause
guys
for
so much for
Blindside
having
Thunder?
us.
All right, guys.
And we're going to go out with some Blindside Thunder. We're going to hear Tequila before we switch things over to George Garner and Chuckles the Clown. They're in the studio.
Who
They're
has an
saddling
awesome
up
outfit on
right now. That's his regular clothes. That's not an